Hello everybody, welcome to Homesteading Off the Grid. We are about 3 days away right now from Hurricane Florence making landfall. I'm in Central Virginia, so you'd better believe I'm getting ready. I've been ready mostly, but I've come up with a list of things that people never think about in regard to getting ready for a hurricane or a tornado. Things I'm going to be doing today that I wanted to share with you just in case you've missed these yourself, and if you're in the path of the storm. If they've told you to evacuate where you leave, please evacuate. If you're battening down the hatches like we are where we are, we're in Albemarle County, Virginia, so we're not in the direct path of the storm. It's supposed to go south of us, but they're saying we still could get between 20 and 30 inches worth of rain. So we have our food, our water, all those things. We always stay stocked up on that stuff regardless. We've gone out and gotten any odds and ends we've needed, and we did all of this days before all the other people started doing it too, because we wanted to avoid the panic, the rush. These are the things we concern ourselves with also, not just the storm itself. And this is something to think about whether you have a hurricane, a tornado, floods, typhoon, snowstorms, heavy rains. We've always got to keep in mind that people panicking en masse can often be dangerous than the natural disasters themselves. So we've kept that in mind. So now we're 3 days away from the storm coming, and we're thinking of things that we are going to need to have done for when the storm passes. Number one, and this is something, look at your car's inspection sticker on your windshield. Ours dies this month. Big deal. It's the first part of the month, right? Well, they're saying that power might go out for weeks. So what if power goes out for weeks? The inspection stations can't open. They'll probably have generators, and they probably can. But there's probably going to be lines of people. There's always a line anyway, isn't there, when you're getting your car inspected? Well, we would rather sit in line a few days before this hurricane comes in than wait until after, when everybody else realizes, oh my goodness, my car inspection sticker died. I've been barricaded in my house for 2 weeks because of rain and flooding and trees down in the road. Now that I can get in town, I'd better go get my car inspected. So we're going to try to beat the line for that. Number two, and for those of you who follow our channel, you know that yesterday I mentioned my son needed to have some work done on his teeth at the dentist. That went phenomenally well. He had to have a molar removed. It was starting to bother him. We don't want to put these things off with our children anyway, do we? If our children are uncomfortable, we want to get them taken care of as soon as the discomfort starts. Okay, I called the dentist yesterday. They wanted to schedule us for Friday. Knowing in my head, you know, that storm's supposed to make landfall by then. I thought, no, I can't put this off till Friday, because what if we can't get out on Friday and then my son is stuck barricaded in a house with mouth pain for days or even weeks because of this storm? So I talked very sweetly to the lady on the phone, and I got him in yesterday afternoon, and we got his teeth, his one tooth, he had a tooth that needed to be extracted. We got it extracted. He did great. He was a little champion in the chair, never winced or cried or anything, and he's doing great, and he's actually going to go back to school today. So that went wonderful, but now we don't have to worry about health problems associated with his mouth in the storm. Do you have any aches and pains? Are there medications you need to make sure you're stocked up on before this storm comes? Think about that. Are there any medical procedures you can have done before the storm comes that isn't going to require, of course, lengthy rehab or a hospital stay afterward? Think about these things. These are the things a lot of people aren't thinking about. Okay. While we're in town getting the car inspected, I'm going to make sure to top off my gas in my car, and I'm going to make sure to take, I've got some 5-gallon cans in the garage next door. I'm in the woodshed right now, because when I stepped outside this morning, it's not even 6 o'clock yet as I'm recording this. Busy day today, so I'm getting this morning ramble done early. I heard a coyote out in the field, just yipper-yapping out there in the field, and we have chickens. But guys, we've had chickens for a long time. We just got some new ones, but we've had chickens for years here, off and on. I've heard coyotes, but always off in the distance. I've never heard them this close. And so I'm wondering if maybe this is storm related. Maybe these animals know that something bad is coming this way. And secondly, I know there's a 300-pound black bear out here somewhere. So I figured, you know, if there's a coyote 50 yards away that I can't see, how close might that black bear be? So I decided to come in here in the woodshed this morning and do this ramble. The door's closed. I mean, it looks conspiratorial and stuff, but I don't mean it to be. I mean, it's just it's a wildlife, and it is raining. So anyway, I'm going to buy 2 brand new chainsaw chains. I have several chainsaw chains already for my chainsaw, but frankly, to take the time to sharpen them correctly, this doesn't take a lot of time. It takes no time. But I just don't want to deal with that right now because we're days away from what's being called the storm of a lifetime coming through here. It might not be as bad as they're saying it's going to be, but it might be. So I'm using my time. I'm spending it wisely. I'll spend 16 bucks on a new chainsaw chain to buy myself time to do these other things. I'm going to make sure, you know what, I'm going to stock up on some camping gear. We have a wood stove, but I was thinking it's September as of this recording. It's not hot. If we do end up building a wood stove fire to cook on inside, which we've done in the winters before when we've been without power, and then it gets hot in my house, how am I going to cool my house down? Because we don't have central air. And if the power was out, the central air wouldn't work anyway, would it? Well, I'm going to break down and get one of those cooking stove tops, one of the old Coleman gas-powered things, and we can always use that for camping anyway. Going to go ahead and get a coffee percolator. My last addiction, my final addiction seems to be caffeine. That's the one that just hasn't been broken yet. So I want to make sure that I'm comfortable during this storm. Now, we are going to continue to create YouTube videos up until we get to the point to where it's no longer safe for us to do so. I'm not going to be that guy that is out in my field with 60-mile-an-hour winds and tree limbs blowing everywhere and 2 feet of rain up halfway up my shins, making videos saying, hey, y'all, look at this. No, okay? The internet's probably not going to be working by that time anyway. And listen, if you're a fellow YouTube creator, don't take the chance or the risk to get that one-in-a-lifetime Emmy Award-winning YouTube video by putting your life and your health and your safety on the line to get out there to get those shots. Don't do it. We're not going to do it. Don't you do it. I mean, it's crazy. You see people dying, taking selfies, doing stupid things all the time. Don't be that guy. Don't be that girl. What we're going to do, though, and a lot of our loyal subscribers, you don't realize this. You guys say you love our content. We've grown like crazy over the last few months because YouTube featured one of our videos about the annoying neighbor in the crayon. That's what brought most of you to the channel. Thank you for being here. But I don't think you realize we made hundreds of videos before that one that most folks have never seen. I know that because many of these videos have less than 200 views total on them. They're mostly how-to. And again, I've admitted I'm the self-proclaimed worst homesteader on YouTube. So you might learn how not to do some things if you watch these videos. But while we still have power, while we still have internet, I'm going to make a playlist called our Vintage Vids. Okay, so if you go to our About page, or on the channel, and if you look up, you'll see the link for, or the option for playlists. Click on that here over the next couple of days, and you'll see this ever-growing playlist of our vintage videos. So that way, if we're out of commission because the internet's down and you still want to see us, go ahead and watch some of those old videos, and we're going to be fine. I can promise you that. There's Roger the rooster. He's starting to crow, so I got to get out there and let those guys out. Got to get the kid up, get the wife up, give them their snuggles, their hugs, their kisses, get our son ready for school. Once he's off on the bus, we're going to go into town, be first in line to get a car inspection, hopefully. There's a grocery store close by to where we go, so we're just going to go through. We've got to wait anyway, right? Maybe there are some little things we forgot, so we'll go aisle to aisle while we're waiting for the car to get done, get anything we might need, then it's off to get these other things I mentioned. Seriously, guys, and again, like I said in the video yesterday, if you've got loose items around your yard, get them inside. Do not keep them there, allowing them to become projectiles once those winds come. Stay safe. If you need to evacuate, evacuate. If you need to head for higher ground, head for higher ground. These are the things we're doing. We'll keep you updated as long as we can. I want to thank each and every one of you who watch this video. Like it and share it so your friends can see it. You probably have friends and relatives in harm's way. Get this video out to them. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you for more next time here at Homesteading Off the Grid.